regardless of you being born here on our soil or not, if your immediate family is born here as well, you should be grandfathered in and welcome in and treat everybody as if we're all one. I don't think it matters even if you're born on soil other places, but I think what makes America beautiful is the fact that you can have a dream, you can chase it, and we're all part of a big melting pot, essentially. So that would be my answer to the question.
It's America,
Right.
the land of immigrants, really. And some people, they don't really have relationships with their home country, so
America is all they know.
Exactly, that's all they know, and that's what they identify as. So who can really come and say you're not an American?
Right.
This is the country they were born in, grew up in, and the only country they really know. So, I mean, I feel like culture plays a big part, so I'm gonna go with that.
I can go with that too. That makes sense. Because once again, like she said, if that's all that you know, and whether you were born in this country or not, if you ended up in this country at a young age, you can't really say that you're not an American because this is all you know. You don't know your other country, and that's okay.
Definitely. I feel like people also try to integrate,
Yeah.
no matter where they are.
Right.
So, hey, who are we to tell someone what they are and what they aren't?
You are an American.
Hell
if
yeah.
You were in this
Right.
country.
America's for everyone, so.
Yeah.
Anybody that was born in America, anybody who wants to be born in America, anyone who's here for over a month, anyone born in Canada, Mexico, South America, I don't care. Anybody can be American because America isn't real. It was founded on immigrants. So if you feel like an American, you're an American. Thank you.
Okay. 250 years of freedom still doesn't feel very free. And I think that's concerning considering that we celebrate this every year. But when we look at the climate of America, politically, socially, you see a lot of people aren't happy. I mean, it's fucked up. But there's still no place I'd rather be. There's no place I'd rather help. There's no place I'd rather change than America.
You know, like the founding fathers, they separated church and state, which was huge, because how many countries are dictated by the religion? This is what we care about. This is our identity. That's what makes America different. We have no identity. We are a government state that has many different churches going through, and we're not taking advantage of that. The government has become its own quasi-church state. And same thing on the right side. Christians are like, we need to have the Christian right. We need to have this be a Christian nation once again. And it's like, look, you know, I understand what you mean by that, but the founding fathers who were Christian made a separation and a distinction between church and state. So if you're an American, in my opinion, you're somebody who understands how to operate in a system that allows choice and being able to make your choice without suffocating somebody else's choice. Being able to have your representation without snuffing out somebody else's representation. And that's a fine line. That's a fine line. That's what it is. It's in the same pot, but it's become oil and water. It is no longer a soup.
Yeah. I'm born here in America from two parents from Memphis, Tennessee, so I get to call myself an American. But America is a nation that embraces opportunity. So whoever puts forth the effort to take advantage of the opportunities America has to offer gets to call themselves an American. Shout out to Liberty. Shout out to the opportunity to do what I'm doing here today, which is called entrepreneurship. Build something for myself, share it with my family underneath limited governance from my government. So I appreciate it. America's rocks.
Hi, my name is Isa.
I'm Karthik.
I think citizenship is about being part of your community and being a contributor both to your economy and to the people around you. So I don't think it's something that you think about as like the United States as a whole, but more of who you are in your community and what you're contributing and how you act, I guess.
I don't think it's ever been like a legal identity necessarily. It's, you know, like a set of ideals more than it is like documentation or whatever. you come in like you're disciplined, you're willing to contribute, then like there's no reason you shouldn't be American. I know there are like a lot of different labels going around that people are like trying to arbitrarily exclude people as American based on like visual appearance and things like that. I think that's nonsense. America's like always been built on like a set of ideals, and I think that is what should define an American now. Even.
My name is Baby Snake, BABYSNVKE, and this is my brother Rambo. We rappers. Anybody can call themselves Americans, really. Shit, you come to America, you American. Like, I don't think people should like discriminate. Everybody the same. We all bleed the same. We just different colors. That's it. Real.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he not lying on nothing he said. My name Rambo or BAM, BAM, and like you said, we rappers and stuff. But yeah, feel me? Anybody like if you in America, you automatically an American. Honestly, you was born here, you're American. You came here just because you wanted to come live here, you're American. Like. America not something special. This coming out of my mouth. So I ain't gonna speak for everybody, but America not nothing special. Everybody could be American if they want to.
I think anyone who believes that they are a part of this country should be a part of this country. This is a nation of immigrants, a group of people who have. A group of people who were also forced to be here. So 250 years is only a small view of over 400 years of a group of people, particularly African Americans and natives, who have been here for much longer, who are also part. So I think America is the fabric of everyone. It's a mosaic, a way that everyone can be a part. All the pieces are included. So yeah, that's why I think can be a part of America. Yeah, it's 4th of July, but we don't want to forget about Juneteenth as well, and all the sacrifices that went into making this country what it is, and all the people who labored for free to make this country and build this country off the backs of their labor and their blood and their sweat and their tears. My ancestors who did a lot of that work to make sure this country could be acceptable and peaceful for all those who wanted to come.
Who gets to call themselves American? Which I guess you could make that complicated, or you could make it not complicated, which anybody who lives here and who participates in doing good things like working and paying taxes and believing in the Constitution and raising a family and being a nice person. Yeah, I guess believing in the basic fundamental things of America, like freedom of speech and the government, and not being corrupt. People should be honest and not lie and cheat people and be fair and trustworthy and committed to making their lives and the lives of people around them better.
Everyone, if you're here in America, you get to call yourself an American, as long as like you live here. Like if you live. I feel like if you live in like I'm Jamaican, right? So let's say like my brothers and my sisters come from Jamaica, they're not Americans, you know what I mean? But if you live out here and you've been living here for a long time, man, you're welcome here, like I never want to stray away from the fact that America is meant for that, like America is the land of the free, you know what I mean? We do want to bring all the other races here and the ethnicities here and create one big home for everybody, So don't forget that, no matter who's in office, never forget that. That's number one.
Yeah, man, we the burden bearers of the country, man. The country was built on our backs, the blacks, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we American, and everybody that's born here is an American, and everybody that's part of the story and history of the building and where we at today can be called an American.
All right, so who gets to call themselves an American? I believe that the most beautiful part about America is all the different cultures, everyone that's here, and I think that is one of the strongest parts. So I think anybody that is here, that is contributing to this culture, that's who an American is. American doesn't look like a particular person or a race or a creed or religion or whatever. I love all my different cultures, and I love all the different people that are here, and I think that is the true American core value. I don't know. I feel like I like that question. We're in a divisive time. A lot of hate, and I hate that. I hate the hate. And I love the love, and I love different cultures. I personally love New York because you get to get a little piece of a bunch of different cultures in a very small place. And I feel like New York is like the most indicative of what is American and what is the United States. Is a bunch of different cultures shoved into the same place, and everybody bringing their different cultures so deeply saturated. And I don't know, I just think that's fantastic. Yeah. Yeah.
Government officials insist that this is an isolated incident.